The action started with the second-seeded Vikings battling the third-seeded Trojans. Third meeting of the year between the West Division rivals. Central won by 2 in early January. Parkland by 6 just over 2 weeks later. Trojans with wins in 9 of 11 after Andy Stevens' group dispatched Northampton in the quarterfinals. Central, meanwhile, riding a 6-game winning streak. Dennis Sensit's squad toppled Emmaus in the opening round. First quarter last night was all about Parkland senior Will Meeker. Finished with 14 points in the Trojans' quarterfinal win over the K-Kids on Friday. He simply couldn't miss in the early stages last night. Dropped in 9 of Parkland's 18 points in the opening period. Trojans up 7 after 1. Vikings, though, with quite the response in the second stanza. Central posting a 20 spot across the next 8 minutes after senior Liam Joyce finished with the left hand. The kick out goes to the right wing for junior Anthony Jones, who converts a 3-ball. Triple then for senior Brandon Reed. He had 2 of them in the quarter. Vikings up 31-25 at the halftime break. Trojans start on a comeback trail with an exclamation point early in the third. Emphatic one-handed slam from senior Matt Rance. Big man finish with 6 points. Central has an awfully good big man in Joyce. Nice up and under here. One of 3 Vikings to finish in double figures was Joyce. He led the way with a team-high 12 points. Meeker, though, back on the attack for Parkland. Senior with 7 of the Trojans' 12 points in the period. Parkland still down, though, 42-37. Heading to the fourth. Meeker not done, though. Back-to-back 3 balls, giving the Trojans a late lead. The senior with a game-high and season-high 26 points in this one. Central, though, responds in the dying stages. Junior Griffin Patridge with a happy hop ties this one at 47 all. Patridge finished the night with 10 points. We're headed to overtime. Parkland with an early bump in the bonus session from, you guessed it, Will Meeker. Response, though, at the other end comes from Joyce. Beautiful baseline move. A free throw from Matt Ray would give the Trojans a 1-point lead. Tyson Thomas in transition. His effort in the paint swatted away by Matt Bauer. All ball from Bauer as Parkland prevails in overtime. 52-49, a gutty, resilient effort getting the Trojans back in the EPC final for the first time in 6 years.
These kids never gave up throughout the course of the game tonight, and I said to them after the game, it's one thing for me to say to them, you have to believe we can win, you have to believe you can come back, but for them to actually buy into that is really a credit to them. So I'm really proud of not only the fact that we won, but how we won, because I think that shows a lot about our kids.
Well, there was like limited time left, and we knew they had to get a quick shot, and Tyson or Liam was going to shoot, so I tried to stay in front of him and just make him take a contested shot, and I ended up blocking it.
Towards the end of the regular season, a lot of our games were pretty low scoring, and our defense, that's really what we pride ourselves on, getting teams to not score as much as they usually do. And if we don't score as much, we still can stay in those games because we play good defense.
We still have 1 game to go. We've been in numerous, big games and championships, and sometimes you fall short, sometimes you win. So it's hard enough to get to that point, but I always say to the kids, you got here, so you might as well win it. So we'll try our best on Thursday and see what happens.